Well, happy Friday, everyone, as we crawl out of this cold snap we've had for a couple of weeks. And showed you this the other day, how much ice has been developing on Lake Superior. Well, even more since the last check on Wednesday. We're nearing normal ice conditions for this time of year across Lake Superior. Most of western Lake Superior iced over. Now, it's weak ice, but notice again that spike just in the last week or two of that ice formation. So that puts us right up to about the normal line. Now, as we see those warmer temperatures, that ice is going to break up and melt pretty quickly in a lake that big. But we got at least to normal ice conditions briefly for this winter season. Another remarkable view from space, the snow cover all the way down to the south. So it's mostly clear in the central part of the country. And all this white you see that's not moving, that's actually snow cover down into central Texas. Now, most of it around Houston and closer to the Gulf is melted, but this shows current snow cover. Remarkable for this time of year, but certainly not out of the question with the kind of cold that we had and multiple storm systems to the south. And when you compare Minnesota snowpack to Louisiana and Arkansas, look at this, just nuts. Pretty much as much snow for parts of Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas as what we are seeing in parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Speaking of snow, we do have a little bit on the way. We've talked about this system coming Sunday. Now, it starts in the Dakotas late tonight. This is 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning, we'll start to see snow showers develop in southwestern Minnesota, making its way to us gradually through the morning on Sunday. Looks like a all-day kind of light snow that wraps up by the evening. Here's 6 p.m. It's pretty much done here, and it looks like the higher totals are going to be to the south of us, parts of South Dakota, but then also into Iowa and far southern Minnesota. That's where we'll see things add up a little bit more. Probably about an inch maybe in the metro. That's going to be about it, I'm afraid, and we'll melt most of that Monday and Tuesday. But southern Minnesota, we could be talking some 2-3 inch amounts for some areas near the Minnesota-Iowa border. So a decent little snowfall for some spots to our west and south, but not looking like a big deal for us here in the metro. Temperatures today staying in the teens, but a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. We've got that sunshine out there too, feels pretty nice. One more cold night tonight, not below zero for most places, but close. That grayish color is some sub-zero spots, I think about one above in the metro. So a cold start, but then into the 20s tomorrow afternoon. Should have a fair amount of sunshine through the day tomorrow too. And then Sunday, we really start to notice the difference, cranking up the thermostat a bit more. Low 30s, some 40s already off into western Minnesota. And then Monday, Tuesday, looking just phenomenal here. A nice thaw, temperatures into the 40s, and again, possibility of a 50 or two in the western part of the state. We do cool off slightly midweek, but it looks like most of next week, high temperatures stay above freezing. And we're going to be watching those lobes of cold. Whenever the polar vortex breaks up, you've got splinters, basically kind of 2 or 3 main lobes of cold, and where they will be headed over the next couple of days. So these are responsible for some of those cold outbreaks we can still see in March or even early April as they just kind of swing around the globe. But it does look to stay pretty far to the north. Alaska into Siberia, closer to the North Pole, is where that nearest lobe to us mostly stays. So we'll have some fluctuations in temperature, but in the next 10 days at least, I don't see a big outbreak of any cold. Europe also warming up after they had some cold too. Big buckle in the jet stream is going to bring in warm temperatures for Europe, where they also had some cold and snow in places like Athens. And that means they're expecting some Sahara dust too, because the flow is just going to be right coming out of North Africa. So mild temperatures plus dust. Not for us though, just mild temperatures. 16 today, into the 20s tomorrow, freezing on Sunday. And it gets better, of course. Low 40s Monday, Tuesday. Could have even a sprinkle late Monday. Doesn't look like a major event there. The most precip by far is that snow on Sunday, which again looks about an inch in the metro with some of those higher 2-3 inch totals in far southern Minnesota.